Fox News host Maria Bartiromo threw a complete and total tantrum when they interviewed a car dealer who said, oh, no, Trump's tariffs are going to be terrible for our industry. This is really good stuff. It's a couple minutes long. It's worth setting up and really watching the whole thing. They've got, reporter on the street at a car dealership talking to car dealer guy. And the guy starts to explain, if you add what these tariffs are going to add to the cost of these vehicles, to the retail price of the vehicles, no one's going to buy these vehicles. It's just, they're going to be too expensive. It's going to exceed their market value and their perceived utility. Maria Bartiromo doesn't like it, stick with it. When they go back to her, they go, they don't have these cars in Europe and blah, 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 blah. There's a reason why, okay? Check this out. It is a complete and total meltdown from exactly who you would expect it to come from.
Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram.
Yeah.
Impact.
Dramatic. I sold order for a customer. $80,000 truck. It's $100,000 now. So he's not going to buy the truck. It's going to sit on my lot at the higher interest rates we're paying right now for floor plan, and nobody's going to buy the truck because it just had a $20,000 price increase.
Right. Kelley Blue Book will put the number up. They say the average vehicle will go up by about $3,000. Does it sound right to you?
No, it will not. We don't have the broad stroke. We don't have the linear, the tight strokes. But to me, it's a 25% tariff. So that affects our parts that come from over these countries, and a whole bunch of our cars.
And you've been basing your business model on free trade, basically. This is what the American Automakers Policy Council says, Maria, in response to this. They say our American automakers invested billions in the U.S. to meet the requirements of the current free trade agreement. They shouldn't have their competitiveness undermined by tariffs that'll raise the cost of building vehicles in the U.S. and stymie investment in the American workforce while competitors from the outside of North America benefit. The German, there's no tariff on the German cars coming in now.
No, they're
Japanese.
They're going to be okay, but think about it. We built our business around that. The OEMs built their business around that, and now it changes on a dime, and we can't build a $4 billion plant overnight in the United States. So I think building in the United States is great. I think enhancing the participation from the other countries on the other things, but this is pretty radical.
I hear you.
So the diagnosis is pretty dire. Now let's go to Maria.
There you go, Maria, where the rubber meets the road here.
All right, great. Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, exactly. Jeff, thank you. Thank you so much. Jeff Flock at the Dodge Ram plant. Not plant. It's not a plant, Chris. They're selling cars. Thank you, dealership. But you know what? Let me ask you this, okay?
Yes.
How many Dodge Rams do you see driving around Europe? Okay. How many Dodge Rams do you see driving around India? I mean, not many, I bet. Why? Because they don't buy our cars. And that's what President Trump is trying to change. Maybe Dodge should start building them here.
The reason that you don't see Dodge Rams, okay, in Belgium and in Paris is because these stupid monster trucks don't fit on their roads because they don't subsidize gasoline the way we do. Meaning that what they pay for gas is closer to the real total cost of a gallon, meaning it would be nuts to have a Dodge Ram monster truck. And it has nothing to do with what Maria Bartiromo wants you to believe that it is about. And tariffs are sure as hell not going to fix it. This is, I've said this before. I don't know that Maria Bartiromo is this dumb. Because she was a really good financial reporter back in the CNBC days when I was in high school and I was starting to get a little bit involved in the stock market and understanding how some of these things work. She did excellent interviews with CEOs, held them to account, reported from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, first woman to do so, all these different things. I struggle to believe she could be this dumb. And so that makes me think she's playing a character for Fox News and to placate Trump, which is arguably in some way even worse.